Big weekend at Young. Saturday night, looking forward to the Young Pacers Cup. Frith, the star mare, she's going around. Bruce Harpley, her trainer drivers, joining me on Trots TV. Thanks for your time, Bruce.
No worries, Gary.
We haven't seen Frith since she chased home Adore Me in that 1:47.7 mile at Menangle. What can you tell us, and how much did it take out of your mare?
I think it took more out of me than the horse. I was sort of, for the first week, if anyone mentioned it, I'd sort of go on the ground into the fetal position and start rocking backwards and forwards. But the mare seems to be good. Yeah, I'm real happy with her.
Are you, looking back at that race, why so upset? It was great to be a part of it, surely.
Yeah, no, it was just, I can't believe that I could go there. I think her official time was 49.4 and I got beat by 23 metres. So if someone told me I'd led and gone 49.4 and get beat by 23, I'd have told them they were completely mad. So, I suppose you get used to it in this game. But, yeah, no, that was a shock. It would have been great to watch from the sideline. It just wasn't so good sitting in the race doing it.
Does it give you confidence now that you might be able to compete against the boys? Like running 1:49.4, you're competitive in a race like a Miracle Mile.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's her next stage now. Like we've gone through our age classics, and it said we've been lucky enough to be able to shelter her for a long time and win 800,000. So, but yeah, she'll improve from it. Darren Binskin, I talked to him after, and he said not to be too disheartened. He said, also like her, Adore Me's used to running those times, and none of our fillies were, and she was just in the zone on the day, and that's all there was to it. There was nothing anyone could do about it. So, but yeah, you got to move forward and be positive, and yeah, she'll stand good with any of the boys with the right run.
So, what about Saturday night? What are you expecting?
Yeah, well, it's going to be a tough one. Like, they're all tough from the old Blazing in Cullen, like coming off the fourth in the Dominion, only beating virtually 7 metres per second. So it's probably got the better of the draws of the backline horses. So mine SBW gets a good run through, and 5 on the second line around a 738 metre track. So yeah, it's going to be hard, but the distance will suit us better. We've never really been a mile horse. We're more, she's quick, but she's more a staying type than speed. So, yeah, we'll have options during the run, and we'll just see how it unfolds.
What about some of the other horses you've got going around on Saturday night? Socky's Big Bullet's drawn well, using the claim.
Yeah, that's right. It was only just a coincidence. I was at Goulburn on Sunday. I just happened to be walking past, and Chris Geary was sitting on a horse there in the parade ring, and I just said to him, "Are you going to Young?" And he said, "Maybe so." So it's worked out good thus far. We've drawn the back line the last 2 times in the same graded race, so we've come up with 1 this time, and around the smaller track that'll suit us fine. He's in good form, so yeah, we're looking forward to that one.
What about Soki You Go Girl? She's drawn the inside of the back row.
Yeah, I like her a lot. She's sort of had a few problems last season, and she's still been able to win a race. We turned her and give her a good spell, and she come back and everything was right, and I was real happy with her run at Wagga last week in the 8th. She come from 4-back fence. I know it's a class field, but she got home in about 58 and low 28s herself off from virtually 4-back fence to run third last of the 400. So, yeah, I'm real happy with her, and we'll just get a bit of a gauge where we're up to with her anyway in that race.
You're back driving Harry's Flight, horse that had been racing really well before it went round in the World Driving Championships. Yeah,
that's right. It's probably Pierre driving in the World Championships, and I think he was trying to look after him too much, and yeah, he'd probably forget that run. But his other runs before that were really good. Like he's got beat third at Menangle in one of the Fly Series, going 53.5, only beaten 4 or 5 metres. So unfortunately, a random drawn 4 on the second line. Going to need a ton of luck, but he's certainly above average horse.
And you're going to drive Stenning. What can you tell us about Stenning?
Yeah, that was his first run back last week. Yeah, he's had a long way off. That was his first run since the Breeders' Crown final last year at Melton, and probably needed that run. Was beaten by a fair horse in Mouse in the House too, to add to that. But he's probably one of the quickest horses I've ever driven out of the gate, so I dare say he'll be in front. And over the 1700, he'll run a very quick 1700, and if they beat him, they beat him.
Just back to Frith, what are you going to do with her after Saturday night?
Yeah, we haven't had a real long look at it. I I'm sure I was pretty keen to go to the Triple Crown of Mares races in Victoria, which are usually programmed around the end of April, May sort of period. That'll come up quick enough. We're in the middle of March now, so but we always it was aimed towards the Ladyship Mile, and this race was a fortnight later. So yeah, we'll have a bit more of a look at it after Saturday night and see where we're up to.
All right, Bruce, good luck on Saturday night. Thanks for your time on Trots TV.
No worries. Thanks, Greg. Good on you. Bye.